everyone, welcome back to JMC Creates. My name is Jackie McKissick and today I am making a gift box. I'm making up hampers for a couple of my friends who are, like me, feeling under the weather for a continuous time. So, this is one of them. Okay, this is a box that I made a long time ago. There was a bigger version on YouTube and I made a smaller one. It's got 4 little compartments and I've just filled it with sweeties. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through what you need. You need a piece of card that is 10, no, is that 9? What is that? 9. This is the lid. It is 9 7/8 by 9 7/8, and you're going to score all sides at 1 1/8 and 2 1/4. 1 1/8, 2 1/4. 1 1/8, 2 1/4, and 1 1/8 and 2 1/4. Okay, so that's our lid. And then for our base, you need a piece of card that is 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. And you're going to score all sides at 1 1/4 and 2 1/2. Now this is some old Stampin' Up card that I found in my stash, and I am using up to make 1 1/4, 2 1/2. Did I do that right? No, I didn't. It should have been 2 1/2. See, when you're not paying attention, 1 1/4 by 2 1/2. 1 1/4 by 2 1/2. And I want to just burnish those to make sure that I burnish the right one there, because I've got 2 score lines there, because I did it at 1 1/4 instead of 1 1/2. Okay, so that's our box base. Now for the side bits you need, or for the compartments, you need 4 pieces that are 6 by 1 1/2. You're going to score at 1/2, 3 and 5, and on the short side you're going to score at 1/2, and you're going to do that on all 4. Then you need 4 pieces that are 4 1/2 by 1 1/2, and you're going to score at 1 1/2. I was right. 1 1/2, 3, and then 1/2 on the short side, and you'll do that for all 4. Then you're going to need, you can get away with 4, but I tend to use 8 pieces of card that are 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. You want to come along this side and mark at 1 1/2. Rotate it to the right and mark at 1, and then you just cut between those 2 pieces until you've got, I've got 8 of them. Okay, so let's do the cutting. You're going to cut You're going to cut down the second score line down to the second score line. Then you're going to cut down the first score line down to the second score line. Take away those two outside pieces and then take away that top piece, so that you're left with just one tab. You only need this square, you don't need these three outer ones. It's the same way we make all our reinforced boxes. We do it with keeping just the inner square and getting rid of the outer three. So you have to cut down to the second score line and then cut that and cut the top one off. Cut away two and cut the top one off. So cut down to the second score line, cut down to the second score line, remove the outer two and remove the top one. And I am going to go in and miter just cut a little bit off from the top into the corner, just ever so slightly wedge it off. And you do that on all four. It just makes your box come together a bit easier. Then for the lid, you're going to do exactly the same. Once I burnish them, you are going to cut down the second score line to the second score line. That'll leave you 4 squares. Cut down that one, cut away the outer two and cut away the top one. And basically you're removing 3 squares and only leaving the inner square left. That's the only bit you want to need, and you want to cut down these bits nice and straight because they will be your edges. These bits here, you don't want them all crookedy. You want them nice and straight. And the last one down to the second, remove the outer two and the top one, right, and then go back in and cut a little bit, a little sliver, just miter it slightly or wedge it slightly, whatever way you want to call it. Okay, right, now you want to get rid of all your rubbish. So I am going to turn those top bits back so that I can get the glue on these 2 inner bits. Okay, and then you're just going to fold that in and get a good right angle and hold, and do the same at this side. Make sure your edge is nice and straight. Okay, so this is the last one. Okay, and get your edge nice and straight. You can't even see what I'm doing. Get your edge nice and straight there. Get your edge nice and straight there. Okay, and then you're going to put your glue. You want to cover your tabs first. So turn that over and hold, and then that will help to support your tabs, help them to stick in a bit better. And do the same with this one. And then do the same, and then you're going to repeat the exact same process with your lid. I think this is the base, I'm not sure. One's the base and one's the lid, although I don't know which is which. So let's just hold that in there and then burnish it. And do the same. So I'm going to pop off and do the lid and come back. Right, to do your, this is your longer bit, just burnish them. Okay, and then you want to fold it in half and cut from there in a diagonal so that you have a wedge out. And then you want to cut away that corner square on both sides. Okay, then you want to, and when you've burnished it, what you want to do is that, fold it over and just ever so slightly cut a diagonal out of it. Just cut away that join diagonally. Okay, then that is going to glue on there. Like that. And then this one is going to glue on here. Like that. Okay, and then all those bottom bits will be folded in like that. And you'll put some glue on those bits. Take one of your bits that you've cut the corner of and you're just going to push it in there to make your compartment. And then, because I don't want the folk being nosy and taking the compartments out, I put another one on the bottom, and it makes it all nice and neat and pretty. Like that. So I'll do that one more time. You take your long one and you burnish all your folds. Fold it in half, and taking your scissors on the score line, cut away at a diagonal. That will leave you a wedge out of it. then cut away just a ever so slight a diagonal, cut away that square like that, and that is that piece. Then you want to take your shorter piece, okay, and you want to burnish it. Then you want to fold over, and from the score line cut away diagonally, and from the next score line cut away diagonally, and that'll leave you this bit. You need to cut a bit of that off. Did I not do that in that last one? I don't remember doing that. Then put glue on and join the two together. Okay. Then put glue on the other long side. And join the two together. Like that. And then you want all these bits folded up. Set it down. Put a little bit of glue in the tabs. You don't need a massive amount, you just need enough. Take one of the pieces that you've cut the corner off and slot it in like that. Then put glue on the bottom. And put a piece over the top. So I'm going to go pop off, finish the other two, and I shall return. Okay folks, so I appear to have lost the footage of putting the box together. So and I've actually already put it in the hamper. So I'm going to show you on this one. So I've got a box base, and I'm taking my 4 boxes and I am just putting them in the base like that. And then I have my lid, which I've decorated with some paper flowers that are in my stash that I found, and I'm going to use up, and it just fits 100% perfectly over the top of your box. And all you have to do then is fill it with goodness. So, thank you for stopping by. I hope you liked it. I really appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're all safe and well and enjoyed the project. And until the next time, chat you out.